The SGC Foundation is grounded on the principles that you don't need a title to be a leader and you can't have too much fun helping children. As such, the foundation provides fun and recreationally related activities that benefit children. The foundation's focus is to bring individuals and organizations together into a partnership where all are treated as equals, with the end result of making today and tomorrow a better place for children of all ages. Most importantly, it's all for the kids. And remember, if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it. To donate to the SGC Foundation, please go to www.sgc-foundation.org. Thank you for your support.
Hey, welcome to It's All for the Kids. We got Damon Batiste, the main man of music of New Orleans, the bad man of music of New Orleans in the family. And then we got Paige Whalen on here all the way from Austin, Texas.
Texas.
Down there in Austin, the pretty city, the music city of Austin, 4th Street. Is it 4th Street or 5th Street?
It's 6th Street.
It's
Part C, 6th Street.
God, I was way off, man. It's been too long since I've been down there where all the music happens. I thought it was like 4th or 5th. Maybe that's why
on the east side and down on West 6th.
Maybe that's why I never got to the good music.
Exactly. You have to come back and visit. I'll show you. I'll show you around.
So Damien, I know we got a lot going on, and you've been all over the place. So, and you're probably really busy today. So, how is everything down there in the Crescent City?
No, it's actually it's pretty smooth sailing going into the festival season. Jazz Fest, French Quarter Festival. You know how we make a living in Louisiana with cultural barriers. So weather's getting warmer. We don't have a snowstorm coming back. So that's a really good thing for the locals. You know.
Yeah, I know that. You could laugh about that, but you guys did get like a foot of snow right there before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe that it was
once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime type of snow. We got it.
I thought people were joking when they were sending me videos. Some of my friends in Lafayette and New Orleans. I thought they were joking.
No, it wasn't joking. It was real.
Hey, if they posted that on April 1st, everybody would have thought it was an April Fool's joke.
Right.
Yeah, and just a friend was just telling me that it's actually cold in Philly, in the Buffalo area. You know, they got the weather is cold there.
Oh,
well,
wow.
it was like in the 50s. It was in the 80s like 3 days ago for a couple of days. Then it dropped to like 55 up here, in the great state of Maryland, and then hopefully it'll get back warm. But hey, Damien, so where are you when you're playing in Jazz Fest right on the stage? So which one are you on? Is it at the Fairgrounds or are you somewhere else?
No, Jazz Fest. The actual the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival is inside of the New Orleans Fairgrounds. I'll be performing on the Congo Square stage, but at night, the city turns into a nighttime festival where all the local clubs and special event venues. That's where people just kind of ramp things up, And being a former employee of the Jazz Festival, 20, I worked for the festival like over 20 years. I was, one of the folks that was doing the being a musician, producing festivals and playing stuff. So we kind of pioneered another industry that is just kind of, bubbled up from the streets into something that's phenomenal, because you see the music world come together in New Orleans during the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, and luckily our family has been a part of that for a very long time, and it's a great place to come and hear some great music. So I'll be playing on May 1st on the Congo Square stage inside the festival.
Okay, so when Paige and I come, we can stay down there in the quarter and then just take a shuttle out to the fairgrounds.
No, definitely. Yeah. Shuttles. If you go to the Jazz Fest website, all that stuff is there. And you'll see people just in town just for the Jazz Fest, moving around the city.
Well, Cooley invited us all to come hang out at her house with the pool. So I guess that means we'll be drinking tequila because that's what she likes to drink.
Right.
Oh, man. The Cooley said she could have a good time drinking. That's for sure.
I want you to know, man, it took this old man a little bit of time to catch on to her, because she said you know, that I don't drink tequila, I drink tequila, you know, and I'm like, what? And then I caught on that in that coffee cup that she was pouring out of a tea deal that it was the tequila that she was pouring, not like hot tea like the Chinese and the Oriental tea, right? So, you know,
the fun tea.
Yeah, the fun tea. So I just want you to know, David, that I'm starting to get into the groove of going to South Africa and hanging out. I'm getting kind of figuring out the lingo. Okay.
Well, South Africa has like about 13 different official languages, and you know, you got a golf course in your background, so it's a beautiful place for golfers. You know, I've been on some of the golf reserves and resorts, so it's a beautiful place if you're a golfer.
Hey, you know what? I got news for you. You got another title too. Okay, we just gave you a new title. You are now the social director and tour guide of South Africa for us that are coming down there in 2027 to do that charity event. You know, connected with you and Cooley and her friends that were there at the Super Bowl party with all of us.
Oh no, great, and we're introduced another a former marketing director at South African Airways, Paula Newton. That is something that I'm gonna kind of shift her way, because that's what she does. Put together tours and, you know, travel tours for people officially. So I'll hand that one off to the expert.
Sweet. You know, and then we got a little page down there to keep us straight on helping us find stuff, right?
Yeah.
Keep us financially sound so that we can do these things.
That's true.
Yes, indeed.
You know,
help get us some sponsors.
Exactly. We'll just put you to, you know, that's what you went to college for. We need to put you to work doing your college degree, right?
I went to college to help nonprofits.
So you did go to college. So that isn't a rumor. That is true.
A lot of college. I have 2 master's degrees. I went for a couple years.
Wow.
You got 2 masters?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
Shit. Damn, girl.
I have a master's in curriculum and instruction, and then a master's in public administration, focused in fiscal and performance management.
Holy moly. So does that mean you're going to go back now and get 2 PhDs now there, girl?
I mean, if they want to pay me to continue my research, hell yeah. I'll go back to school in a heartbeat. Hey, I'll be Dr. Pager Danger.
Yeah, Pager Danger, and you got Panda right there to help you. You probably
she loves school.
Hey, so does Panda sign your paperwork with her paw print? Does he put the paw print down to sign your paperwork? Is that your signature?
2 paw prints. She's just waking up. She's not a morning dog.
Hey, there's a lot of us that on, okay? I mean, you know.
Yeah. This dog's excited for Phoenix, I'll tell you what.
Well, Phoenix is going to be a blast. So you're going to bring Panda out to Phoenix? I mean, now that we got a tour dog, you know, that
tour dog, she'll love it. She get to see Mike again. It'll be great.
See everybody in but yeah, that's the next one we got. Besides, we got you working, helping Damon to get, you know, the different costs and different grants and stuff, figuring out that good stuff. So put your degrees to work, right?
I'm so excited to use my degrees again. I'm like, I did the analysis part and the consultant part. Now it's time to really focus on how these grants are going to be helping in the future for the organization. And I'm excited to be a part of that.
And you know what's really kind of interesting, because, you know, Damon and I both have foundations and looking to do grants, but unlike some of those that got those whole grants for those nonprofits, we are actually legit. Okay, we're not like the ones that they keep talking about in the news that they gave millions of dollars to and then funneled somewhere else. You know?
Oh my gosh, and that's fraud. Oops. Do you think they knew that they were committing fraud?
Yeah, you know. So I mean, you know, that's why we got you, right? Because there's different grants. There's grants that you can do pay admin fees, pay people. And then there's those that you can't, that you got to use for the function of what the foundation's for. And you got to realize which ones you're going for and what the structure is and what the line items are. And
absolutely,
you know, and Damien and I, right, Damien, we totally abide by, you know, the rules, because it doesn't make sense, like when we do a golf tournament, that we're going to push somebody to break some of the liquor laws for like 40 people to play golf. It doesn't make sense for somebody to lose their liquor license for an event that's going to be out there for 5 hours. You know, that
And
doesn't.
also, who's it for? It's for the kids.
It's all for the kids.
All for the kids. That's right.
And,
so we never lose sight of that. That's what I really appreciate about a SGC Foundation. Is you always
and we've been working hard.
Yeah,
trying to figure all this stuff out
and having fun. That's right.
And another great update is Monster Energy is signed up to come to all our events. Okay.
Heck yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I'm excited.
Yeah. So I talked to Felicia and Tony down there, and I'll send their contact information to both of you. So Damon, you can meet. You're probably going to meet both of them on April 11th because they're coming out. Monster to set up on hole 17 where I got you and Cooley setting up, you know, to raise money to help Lewis, but also help us. Okay. So basically we're going to take what's known as alignment sticks. So, you know, like I guess you guys do in New Orleans too. If you go to like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, you can get those long skinny sticks, you know, that you can stick in the ground, you know. Up here, we use them so you can figure out where the end of your driveway is when you got a snowplow coming or you got a shovel. Okay.
Wow. Now I know what you're talking about. Like,
yeah. So, and they're usually orange at Home Depot and Lowe's, but I think Richie has one. If he doesn't, I'll figure out how to get one. So basically, I'm going to have you go out there on the green and about 3 feet from the pin, stick it in the ground so it sticks up vertical, and then everybody that comes through will pay $10. And if all 4 people in that group pay the $10, then they can putt from where that alignment stick is on the green. And then all the people that put that money in the pot will split it 50-50. You know, go to you, Damon, for your foundation down there, and the other half will go to Lewis for Cafe of Hope. Okay?
That's a cool game.
Yeah, and then Mona's making
buy-in like that. Nice.
Exactly. And then Mona's going to make up a card that has the QR code that they can scan if they have Zelle or if they have Venmo. So you don't even have to like try to run credit cards, swipe the credit cards. They can just scan in and the money will automatically go, and then we'll take care of it that way.
Well, now you're talking like you're living in the future, Stevie. I like that. I like the sound.
Hey, look, you know, I might be 69 years old, baby, but I still try to learn some things, okay?
Right.
So
that's beautiful.
Well, AI.
I haven't learned AI. Okay, I'm leaving that all up to you and Mona and others to do the AI. Okay, you know,
I'm fine with that. Like, I'll help you with that.
Hey,
that's okay.
Hey, David. That's why we call Paige one of our peeps. Okay, we got peeps to do this stuff. We don't have to do everything. We got peeps. So
I know.
Paige, what are your 2 master degrees in?
In public administration and in curriculum and instruction. All from the Bush School of Government and Public Service and College Station. They're Texas A&M.
So, Steve, I think that's something else that we, because with Nosicon and with how Cooley worked with us, she was doing the data entry for after school kids that we had a federal grant, you know, and that was her thing to doing data. But I think curriculum instruction is something that we could possibly focus on to do, you know, make this out of an actual curriculum that we can sell. And if that is possibly a strategy where we could possibly make money for with Steve and you know, and have it 8-hour mission as a curriculum that we could do and use the fundraiser for the golf thing where parents, you know, will come out. So that I didn't know that, Paige. That was a great
and I'm a certified teacher. So I've written curriculum. I just renewed my certification. So 5 more years, baby. I'm certified.
Wow, no, beautiful. I go to meet with some kids today every day every Thursday. I teach them drumline, which it's called music appreciation and culture enrichment. So
I love that. I used to be in the band. I used to play trumpet.
So there's some synergy there that we could and then with the government cutting out most of the stuff, we had a huge program in with, you know, a past, you know, president administration that was really focused on music and the arts in the schools. And with the cuts to the Department of Education, I think we could try and, you know, make our case of why it's needed. And I think with someone with a master's degree in education, because I'm just a community educator, and an artist and musician that learned it
Public
from
servant.
just learned it from family that has now grown to programs with doctors, professionals in the school industry, so in the educational industry. But it would be great to figure out, like, how could we further
Leverage
our
that.
goals.
Absolutely. And something that you touched on too, there have been a bunch of cuts. Fortunately for SGC Foundation and Cafe Hope and everyone that we're working with, they also understand that like things like the Children's Miracle Network exists, and all of these other organizations that do help kids who are experiencing really hard lot in life with having cancer, and getting that support, and also maybe helping with the school systems that do the jazz music programs in New Orleans. That I don't think that we're ever going to lose a vision to help kids.
No,
That's like fortunate for us, like where we're at. Like you were talking about before, the current environment is a little scary, but when we're looking for these grants and these funds, I think that we're in a good spot.
Hey, Damien, another thing, you talk about educating the kids and the drum and this stuff. Who we need to reach out to is Tyrone Hughes, former NFL player for the Saints, is in the Saints Hall of Fame, because a lot of the NFL guys all do, programs, during the summer months, of helping the kids, from education of how to do finance, other things from high school kids to college kids, how to, do that whole sports deal to get through, to get into the NFL, that whole bit. There's so many of those NFL guys.
Well, I think we could definitely dial him in, to put a sports component in there. I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to us when you come to town this weekend. Let's give him a call, just say hey, hello to him. He was, I guess, our VIP guest during the Super Bowl at the golf tournament. But I think all these things like this is just a work in progress with us, so we could kind of continue to work towards our goals.
Yeah, there's so much that we can do. We got so much synergy or energy, from doing it.
Momentum. We got momentum.
One of my friends in South Africa was saying, Damon, she said, how long are you going to do this work? She says, every great dancer knows when to exit the stage. I said, so are you telling me to end my life?
What do you mean?
Really? Hey,
because
Damon, which one said it? Which one said it? Was that in Cooley or was it her other friend from South Africa?
A friend of mine that's actually in Cape Town in a nice way, because she was like, maybe you should look at just coming to rest more and run a Airbnb with us and just enjoy the work that you put out. I said, well, unfortunately for myself, it's my actual life that I can't escape from, and everything that I've done. But it's a good question, because most people, that we were talking about, they work for their whole lives, and then sometimes, it doesn't. They don't have time to spend their wealth, almost like the founder of Apple, the gentleman that created it, and Steve Jobs that passed, and then some basically, have the dreams that we chase for a while. But I think, and I know that this is whether I'm here or not, the kids will need someone to help them. Gonna need some help, and I think if we can get a good formula, and Paige, there's a lady named Kathleen Whalen here.
Kathleen Whalen, like me.
Kathleen, yes, just very similar to like your last. Was a good friend of my one of my brothers, really good friends that introduced me to our first federal grant that we won for $1.2 million back in 2010. But so the name Whalen, is a good name for us
in karma,
federal,
good aura points.
Yeah, it's just really good karma and good synergy. Hopefully we could keep that going.
Yeah, I'm completely confident in the team and the people that we have helping everybody out.
So there's a few people that I want to connect you to, Paige, and then hopefully today, without do is get a list of areas that we would like to look at, and then do further research on those federal grants, because the government has not, closed down everything. It's just that things are being reformatted, but it's a very trying time for CEOs of running nonprofits when you hear funding that's cut and go away. So it's not a really, not our best moment. Let's just say that.
Well,
just going to take a little more time. We're going to have to be a little more strategic in our decisions. That's all.
Well, that, and basically, out of what they say, the Phoenix burn, the Phoenix came out of fire, it burned the Phoenix, Rome.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Like Walking Stick Country Club? It came out of the fire.
This whole deal out of chaos, it's gonna clean a lot of things up, dealing with the ones that shouldn't have got grants, or grants that went crazy.
Yeah.
To where, we're gonna have to be more strategic of entering this stuff. But hey, we know we're legit, so therefore we should be able to. That may mean,
there's no problem.
It might mean that there's more money for us, now that they go find the waste stuff and put it back into the funding deal.
I like how you're framing that, especially
well, Steve,
now. There's going to be more opportunity for people who do it right.
Well, you got to stay positive. I mean, because this is Damon's passion. It's my passion. It's got to be your passion. You went to college for it, So you always got to think positive, because if you think negative and walk around with a frown, nobody wants to hang with you.
Right. And I used to work for the board of Keller Cancer in Austin. They're still around. They have sponsorship box for people in the hospital with cancer. And we did a couple projects with Livestrong. So SGC is just like the next little check mark on my bucket list.
Yeah, just that, that's the whole thing. I mean, we got this. It just means we're gonna put Paige to a little more work, Damon. That's what it means. I mean, it means
myself to work. What are you talking about?
She's gonna have to do a little more research, do a little more writing, and put Panda's paws on the bottom of it.
No, I think it's going to be a fun exercise to see. Very, a lot of work goes into this, a lot of reading. And hopefully the right structure comes together where we can start seeing some wins.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I didn't think of it, but we've been around like 20 years. So when I was talking to Monster, about the events that we got coming up in Phoenix, and then we got the Toes in the Water, Ass in the Sand beach party that we've done for like the past 5 years in Panama City Beach. They go, so you're doing a 20-year celebration? And I go, well, I guess I am now.
You're gonna sponsor it. You come on down to Panama City Beach.
So it's in Panama City Beach. So that it's on the beach, kind of doing, do the music on the beach. Yeah. I guess now it's Gulf of America instead of Gulf of Mexico. So we'll be down there with roasting marshmallows, making s'mores, and all that good stuff on October 8th and 9th.
And then Phoenix is May 14th and May
14th, 15th is Phoenix. Then we go to Anaheim, California on the 6th and 7th of August. And then we're in Panama City Beach in October. But I was going to talk to Damon about, talking to Tori about doing a tournament in September, because June would be kind of hard to do it real back-to-back from Phoenix. Then maybe we do New Orleans in September. The weather's a little cooler. And we talked to Tori, about doing it for your foundation and her foundation out there at Timberlane in September, do an event out there because it makes sense and we can team up, because Tori wanted to do something with us, but she wasn't able to do it because she had her own event going on during Super Bowl. And then her house flooded. The pipes broke because of that infamous foot of snow that fell in there.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Yeah, so I'm thinking September we could be in New Orleans, and then of course we could jump into. Then we're in October for our 20th anniversary, Stevie's birthday party on the beach, playing golf and hanging out. And like Monster said, anywhere we're going, they're happy to participate. Come out, like on that tournament on April 11th, they're going to come out and set up with their energy drinks on hole 17, Damon, with you and
sorry, 1 second, a train's coming.
Having out there. So it's going to be kind of a fun hole, having fun, acting crazy, and all that other good kind of stuff out there.
Okay, beautiful.
So I'm going to get them a table, some chairs, probably a golf cart so that you can, roam, right? Because,
Right.
you're probably going to have to go to the clubhouse to hit the restroom because I don't think there's one out there by 17 T box. So you're probably going to have to run down 18th fairway into the clubhouse and come back out. Because somewhere in that 5 hours of drinking cocktails and drinking energy drinks, you're probably going to have to go use the restroom in the clubhouse. Just saying.
Nah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know how the guy Cory Booker stood up for 25 hours straight speaking with no bathroom breaks and no water. I'm sure he probably stuck something.
He probably had one of those things called a boater's friend, okay? Probably had a tube going down his leg, into like a decatheter bag, right?
Nice soft diaper.
Right? Yeah. Because was he, what is that word? Where you stand up for a long time?
He stand up. He just said he didn't sit down. So I'm sure that,
he might have had.
We'll figure it out.
Probably he could have had somebody come in and fill in for him, right? That carries on while he went out, came back in, type deal. Because I'm sure that 45 hours he had to go somewhere.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, we know that too, man.
Yeah, really. I mean, either that, or he made sure that he didn't drink any liquids.
Right.
Yeah.
If you know a sponsor that wants to help out with porta potty situation, just reach out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we got Monster coming to all the different events, and events that Damon's got going on with music and stuff. They're happy to participate. I mean, the two ladies that I talked to on the phone that handles from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way to Louisiana, that whole territory. So we got a lot of synergy from there. We got the guy from Phoenix, talked to him, Dylan, yesterday, and he goes, "Hey, Steve, if we don't have anything on the calendar, we'll come out. If we got stuff on the calendar, we'll bring the product out, and you guys all have the product there." So one way or the other, Monster will be there. And then, of course, they're going to come out in October. And, we do this gig in September. We know they'll definitely be there to help the kids.
That's awesome.
Sounds good.
So, hey, that we're going to Puerto Rico in
Let's
April
talk about
year.
that because I want to hear more about it.
So
I was going to text from Stevie, Puerto Rico.
So we're going to Puerto Rico.
What about it?
Well, because a good friend of mine that I've been involved in with their energy conference called Power Up in Panama City Beach is where it has been for like the last 5 years. But it moved from Pensacola to Panama City to Tindo, back and around, and finally settled in. Well, David and I were talking, and the Corps of Engineers came and talked him into going to Puerto Rico. So he's in Puerto Rico right now, I guess next week, because he's down there on the 8th and 9th doing the first year. And as he said, the first annual. So I know he's going to do it again. And if I'd known about it when he got this gig in October of last year, we'd be going to Puerto Rico next year. So, next week. So we're definitely going next year. Nice. It's in San Juan. They're doing it at the Sheraton Hotel in San Juan. There's several different golf courses. A couple buddies of mine are from there. One of them used to work for the FBI. So he's got the lay of the land kind of laid out to where we can go hang out, do the music, do the pickleball, do the golf. And so, the Rolling Stones, they got that song, right? There's just a couple Puerto Rican women looking to meet you. So I guess yeah. we got a few songs that we already know we can start playing, and it's all for the kids of Puerto Rico. And hey, kids everywhere need help. So it's not like we're going to someplace that they're not going to need our help. So the three of us are going, push that whole thing through, and probably start working on that now because it's a year away. And by the time we blink, it'll be time to be there. That's how it goes, right?
All the time.
The Super Bowl was like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Are you crazy? Yeah, I can't believe that was February.
And and it's like we're already working on 2026 Super Bowl in February in San Francisco. So
yeah,
I got a call. I think I got a call today or tomorrow on working on the Super Bowl of 2026 in San Francisco. So look, there's a lot on our plates, people. There's a lot on our plates.
You just got to keep pushing, Steve.
Yeah.
I love that we're all together. hopefully by next week, John behind the scenes, I know he's sleeping, so we'll wake his butt up. I know he's sleeping. But
John,
I'm gonna send him that list. There he is. I'm gonna send him that list that you sent me.
you're like, we need to go to commercial. We need.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send that list that you sent me of the music that you said we can use, so that he can figure out what we're gonna use from your catalog of music.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the show intro and the ending part of it, So, hey, John, wake the F up back there, okay? Don't be messing up.
What do you want?
What do you want? Hey, so I just want you to know, Damon's gonna send me the music. I'm gonna forward it to you by email because he sent it to me by WhatsApp, and then see what music you can put to the show, and you also probably need to take some of those really cool videos that you sent me, that you made up with the music.
Oh yeah, my mashups. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Remix
this is what's really cool. John took some music like from Footloose and some other stuff, and then there's videos of people doing dance, right? The different things that he put it to the.
Like I took some Bollywood dancers,
Yeah,
and mixed it with like Footloose. Also, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Blue Man Group.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got music from the Blue Man Group that I've got Fred Astaire dancing to. I'm sure you've seen videos like that. And then I've been working on a lot of AI stuff and face swapping on some videos. So
Okay, John, stop.
that's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got one. What's the one from India? It's got the dance, the war dance,
The crazy dance. Yeah, it's a traditional Indian dance. Not Native American, but India, and it basically translates as the crazy dance, and it's kind of like an Indian version of a line dance or a square dance or something, in their tradition, and there's slight variations of it. And so I took a couple of those and put the music from Footloose to it, and it actually is pretty cool the way they do it. So
Nice.
And if you want to go, you can go to you can go to our website, the WWDB TV website, and look for Double Exposure, and you can see some of the ones, or our Roku channel. That's where I got most of them.
Quality content.
Yeah.
We can find more content.
Yeah, we have about 18. Oh, Stevie.
Yeah.
So next year we'll have to do a tournament in Australia.
Yes.
Shit. Okay. All right.
No. I'm setting up a deal with an affiliate station in Australia now. I met with them yesterday afternoon. So I've got an affiliate out of Maryland, out of Virginia Beach, and I got another one that I'm working on. They'll be creating content there to put up on my platform. So it's pretty cool. And it's a couple of women down there that belong to a worldwide women's empowerment group.
What's the name of that group?
I will hook you up with them. They're awesome.
Perfect.
And they are
That's right up my alley.
There's hundreds of women all over the world that basically are supporting each other and what they do, and great group to work with.
Yeah, so, it sounds like a good network. Thank you.
Yeah, it absolutely. Yeah.
It looks like, Damon, you and I, man, well, you're already international. So it looks like Stevie G's going international. We're going to South Africa, Puerto Rico, Australia,
Pick your continent.
We're going everywhere.
Hey, why do you think I called this Worldwide Digital Broadcasting TV? Because
you're a genius.
Right arm.
A visionary.
I'm just a Virgo.
Even though he was in Vietnam sniffing, napalm in the morning,
Yeah. Well, you obviously did a good
I love
job.
those initials, man. Yes, I love those initials. That WW could stand for Worldwide Damon Batiste TV as well. So I don't have to copyright anymore. Thank you for one for the family.
Hey, David,
for the kids.
All right, no, this means something else in England.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, but
So
once
you
you
have to
watch
be careful. You got to make sure you know what you're doing.
yeah, that's for dang sure. Or you could do, what was that Pulp Fiction where he goes like this during the whole dance of doing the twist?
Yeah.
But
What do you want?
once you
Come
see
here.
those videos, then you'll know why
Come
Stevie's
here.
trying to figure out how to do one of those.
You want to see my dog?
Yes.
Okay, here's my dog. Come here. Hey, Maggie.
Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
Hey, Megan.
Hi, little bat dog.
She's
Megan
a
is staring.
she's a Malinois. You know what that is? Belgian Malinois.
She's
They
so
are
cute.
The police forces. They make great canine dogs and bomb sniffers.
Yeah.
Extremely intelligent. Too smart for their own good.
They're probably too smart for you, John.
Yeah.
Probably teaching you some things.
Yeah,
That's
she
why
is.
she looks at me. I was like, I think I've seen that dog on Cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
And she weighs about 740 pounds.
She's a tank, probably. Yeah.
Wow.
Lordy.
Hey, all right. So
Again, if
are we
Hannah's
gonna
a
bullshit
bitch,
here
she's
all
fucking
day, or we're gonna wrap this up, man?
we'll wrap this up, bad boy. I know you got places to be, you WWDPTV.
Right on.
Where in the world is John Styles today?
But no, I mean, we got all kinds of stuff happening. We got Paige doing some work. We got places to be. I mean,
People to see.
events happening. Hey, we'll figure out some way. Hey, Damon. So, when we got Jazz Fest real quick, maybe we got to figure out how to get Monster on the stage while you're performing.
With the monster truck?
Well, yeah, with the Monster Java truck and Monster Energy.
Well, Jazz Fest has very strict rules with the advertisement and shell that people put up a lot of money. If Monster wants to put up,
I'm sure of that. But I was just thinking Monster might be out there already. Probably.
Well, I'm sure I could definitely put you in touch with the Jazz Fest folks. If Monster wants to try and put their hand, in the festival for.
Well, the main thing is put money in your foundation and my foundation's pocket. Of helping the kids.
No, definitely. If we could have a sidebar about that. If they want to sponsor the performance, for us, where we maybe wear a few of their T-shirts or bandanas or something like that. And
we get. Hey, you know what? Then we can get
create a Monster song.
Some of their Monster outfits.
Yeah.
That we've seen on Instagram.
Yeah.
I am down to be a billboard. Like
you probably already have some of the clothing that's similar to
it.
Except I think theirs is like black leather. I think that's got the
Monster Energy,
the Monster logo on the back right pocket.
It's just that Jazz Fest with different sponsors to come there. It's a nightmare. Conversation.
But and I'm not even saying maybe Jazz Fest. Maybe we set up like when we do the September event that we do, music beforehand, and we get Monster to, because they'll do the pre-tournament party, whatever. We could do a music kind of thing.
Well, actually, on that date, we're going to be at the day before Jazz Fest. We're going to be at Tulane, and then we're going to be at the Elijah Jane that evening. So we could definitely do an after party sponsored by Monster.
That's what I'm thinking. That way, Damon. That way we keep it. That way we keep it focused with us, right? And we don't have to go get all the permission from the Jazz Fest committee. Because, they probably got everything locked in already, got it all
planned. Oh, they do.
That, we don't want to go try to do something because that's like trying to fight the act of Congress, right?
Well, I mean, actually,
afterwards, keep the party going.
Actually, most of the people, once you come to the festival, like Monsters, there's all type of events happening outside of the fairground gates. So whatever you do outside of the gates, it's still, in the spirit of Jazz Fest. So that's definitely something to talk about if they're interested.
Let's do that. Let's you, I, and Paige talk after the show. I mean, probably like over the weekend or next week, and figure this out. And then we'll go talk. Then I'll talk to Monster about. Yeah, if you tell me what you got going, then the night, those nights outside of it, then we can talk to Monster and figure that out and figure out how we can promote it and help make money for the kids, for your foundation down there, New Orleans, South Africa connection, and SGC. Okay.
Well, South Africa would be a great place for us to bring Monster, and do something specifically focused on their, on pushing their particular brand, and that's how it would help us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nationality. Okay.
Okay, so you guys just figure out when it fits your schedule, and we'll revisit this whole thing about what we can do during Jazz Fest. Okay,
All right. Sounds good.
because I'm already flying down that week, and we can figure that out. And I know it's a short hop from Austin into New Orleans.
Oh my gosh, I could drive there.
I know because I've seen people drive from Houston over there. Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I know you
definitely.
can drive. And then, see, Paige, then you can be back kind of home. You can go see your folks.
I know. Eat some good
Yes.
food too.
Well, there's always good food. That's the main reason I'm going, right? That's
And
the
the
whole
music.
reason to go to New Orleans is for the food. Come on.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I've been dreaming about boudin again.
Oh, shit.
Well,
I
I guess
didn't
the
get
food
enough
is-
when I was there. And crawfish.
Yes, crawfish. Yeah. So
I've been
that's a
thinking
big
of
part
those,
of the festival.
I've been
Yeah.
thinking of those
Food.
charbroiled oysters, at Dragos.
Oh my gosh, those are so good. With
I
all
mean-
that like cheese on top too. Mm.
Yep, and all that. So, hey,
Love
I appreciate y'all coming on the show. We're gonna keep this
Okay.
rocking. We'll figure out the next steps
Sounds
of
good.
going. We got the synergy, we got the interaction, we got the interconnecting, whatever terminology you want. So
We
we'll
got the
figure-
higher consciousness. We got
Yes.
and we got
the love.
the week of April 24th to May 2nd, right?
Yes.
That Friday is the 2nd, right? So
Yes.
hey, see, I even got the right dates.
We even got the right dates. We have everything.
So
Yep.
hey, let's work this out. We'll figure out how we can get Monster involved in that whole after the party outside the gates, where Damon's got stuff going, and then we'll go from there to help the kids. And then I'll get you the stuff for April 11th, the logistics for that, Damon, for you and Cooley and Monster on that piece, okay?
Sounds good.
Hey, y'all have a great day, man, because like I said, if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it.
Ain't doing it. All right.
All right.
Do you like a good cigar? Not me. I like a great cigar. And if you enjoy a great cigar, like these guys, then you want SGC cigars. Not only do you get a great smoke, but a portion of the proceeds from each cigar goes to help the children. And let's face it, it's all for the kids. And if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it. Enjoy.